The terror of paranormal activity is portrayed often in TV and movies today and has been an interest of man since the days of black and white. Graveyards are known to be one of the most haunted places in the world. This is where investigative groups such as 765 Paranormal have found some of their best evidence for the unseen. Take this clip for example, when a figure flees from the tree when provoked.
Give me a sign you're here.
Being at the right place at the right time, honestly. I don't think you could just go in one day and scream and shout and something's going to come up to you and tap you on the shoulder.
However, investigative groups have no lack of experiences with the paranormal.
I started sweating, like water was coming out of my eyes. I just wanted to get out of there. And then we stood there for a minute and it just sounded like 100 people in the room were just whispering. You couldn't understand what they were saying or make out what they were saying.
I walked up to the door and I said the saying, "Come at me, bro." And I heard footsteps coming up and scraping down the wall. And all of a sudden I felt myself flying through the air and landing and hitting a plastic chair and breaking it.
This group of men and women is much more than just looking for strange happenings. They also look to give people peace of mind.
Whenever we do an investigation, what we do is we take all the evidence that we find, we set it aside, and then we figure out how can we debunk this evidence.
Probably 98% of the time it's a false alarm and we're able to explain it with normal stuff.
Now, if we have a bunch of evidence, the door's shutting that we can't figure out, we're getting voices in rooms that we know nobody's there, that's when we can take that and say you might actually have a legitimate haunting or a spirit here that is in this house with you.
They want the public to know that what they do is science, not science fiction. This K2 meter, for example, catches potentially paranormal anomalies in the electromagnetic field.
If we perform the same experiments over and over and over again, and we get consistent results, then we can say, okay, this theory has been proven.
Hit one of our flashlight or the REM pod again, just to let us know that you're still here. Thank you.
We try like the flashlight test. You make the flashlight really sensitive so that it can turn on and off at a very, very light touch.
Unlike its portrayal on television, ghost hunting takes lots and lots of dedication and patience before a discovery.
I like to compare ghost hunting as either going fishing or hunting. You can be out there for hours and not get anything. You can cast your line out and wait there for 10 hours and not get a bite on your bait.
A Ouija board is a familiar device to the public, but one expert warns against them.
When I was a child, I messed with Ouija boards not knowing, and I was fortunate nothing did happen to me, but so many people I talked to, their houses go insane. Like, just doesn't make sense how it's possible, but it is possible. So just stay away from them.
And though the unseen is dangerous, it is not to be fled and forgotten.
It's not something to be feared, but something to be embraced and explored.
Reporting for Fast Track, I'm Alex Kaufman.